Hey there. It's been about a million years, but welcome back to Styling with the Soap Witch. This is a wash and go version. And so in this one, I am going to be doing a wash and go with all of my own wonderful products. So I will be using the whipped shampoo, the deep conditioning hair mask, the moisturizing spray. I'm going to be using styling cream instead of leave-in conditioner, and I'm going to be using aloe vera hair gel instead of my usual sea moss hair gel. All right, so this is just me looking rough, like I just took the hair off the puff. And all right, so I'm just going to wet it up really thoroughly and different parts and different sections. I feel like if I just start wetting out the whole head, it just takes forever. Wetting it section by section just gets every piece thoroughly covered, thoroughly saturated, and then it makes it much easier and better for the shampoo to spray. So there we go, thoroughly saturated hair. And now I like to make sure that I've like kind of just walked out from under the water before I apply my shampoo. So here is my whipped shampoo, my whipped wonder. This one is the apple aroma fragrance. It is delicious and amazing, and not delicious tasting, but it smells like it would be delicious. Right. All right. So that's the big glob that I decided to scoop out of the jar and use. Hello. And I'm just going to moisten my hair one more time and then rub it between my hands. I do it over my head because sometimes, as you can see, it falls off, and I prefer it fall off in my hair as opposed to, in the tub. All right, so I'm just going to spread that all over, coat every bit of hair, and then start to lather that wonderful stuff up. And then I just rub my scalp with the tips of my fingers. I try to get away from doing it with my nails because that's damaging to that tender skin under there. So it is thoroughly washed and cleaned, and now I am just going to squeeze out that soap because I think it's fun. But also I think I squeeze some out and it takes less time to actually rinse out all of the shampoo. So I'm going for another rinse, just get it all rinsed thoroughly, and there we go, all the shampoo is gone. And then what I like to do is part it down the middle. And since I've like washed out all the oils and everything, I usually do that in the water just to make it easier. So I just go through and part it down the middle and just wet everything before I apply my conditioner. Sorry, let me get my words out. But yeah, you can see it's wonderful and clean, and you can even see some definition just right now, and I've not done anything to it. Look at me go. Okay, I'm done. So look at that length, y'all. Man, I've come a long way from the Brillo pad hair that barely came to my chin. Okay, so this is in a different spot in the bathroom because I did my deep conditioning on Facebook Live this time, and so I'm just here running my mouth, chatting away while I apply my product. So I just like to take a liberal amount and fully coat my hair. And so you can see I just kind of have it all over on both sides, all around, and especially at the bottom, because that's where I start my combing. I comb from the bottom up, and even when I detangle using any other method, a brush, just my fingers, it's always from the bottom up. You start out trying to comb through less tangles, less damage to the hair, less stress on the hair. And it's just, it's overall better. Like, why torture yourself? Start from the bottom. Okay. So anyway, I like to use a comb because I feel like it gets through the tangles better, more thoroughly, and I get more of that dead hair out. And so after I comb through all the sections, then I go back through and I start parting into the sections that I'm going to actually do my wash and go in. And then I like to finger comb each section. So this is a step that I added later, but I like finger combing after I detangle with the comb because I feel like it helps to clump those curls back together a little better, which I'll sort of kind of demonstrate in a little bit as I go through the process. But it just kind of leaves it looking frizzy when I comb it. And so when I go through and finger detangle, as you can see here, it starts to clump it back together. You can see the curls just in comparison to that side versus this side. Just you know, it's a thing. It's my thing anyway. So then after I go through and finish finger combing, I just twist it all up in a kind of fairly loose 2-strand twist, and then I wrap it around in a Bantu knot. And I'm going to do that with 4 sections. I usually do 2 sections in the front and 2 sections in the back. And again, I do it that way because that's actually the same way that I'm going to do the wash and go. So let me just get that twisted around there and get this stray hair out of my way. And here we go, all done, all 4 pieces, corners, sections, whatever. All right, so it sat there for about 20 minutes, and now I'm going to take it down and actually start working on styling. So I thoroughly rinse. I like to do things thoroughly, huh? Anyway, I thoroughly rinse each section, and then after I've gotten it, all of the deep conditioner, the hair mask out, I take my moisturizing spray, and it's mostly aloe vera with juice with, you know, a couple added goodies. And then I kind of spray liberal. This is like one of the secrets to my success here. My wash and goes didn't come out nearly as good until I started using this spray. So yeah, I spray a liberal amount on each section, and then I comb excuse me, I finger comb that in, and then it starts to do a little foam action, if you'll see, and that's when I know it's good. I don't know what it is about that foam action, but it really just helps to absolutely moisturize and define all of my hair. So once I get that where I like it, I go behind that with my styling cream. I used to use leave-in conditioner, which I still have, but I find for my wash and goes, the styling cream, it just gives me a better look. It gives it a better result for me. Maybe it's because it's a little heavier. My hair needs a little bit more, you know, help to get that definition out. So I go ahead and apply that to my hair, and I just kind of thoroughly rub it in to the whole entire section. I don't really do any true raking or coiling, or I can't think of all the other names, you know, for all the manipulation. I don't do a ton of that stuff. When it's soaking wet like this, it just kind of does the work on its own. So I don't do all the extra manipulation, and two, just because I'm lazy. Okay, so this is the aloe vera gel, and so I usually use like 4 pumps per section. Oh, you can't see that, so you know, just giving you those details, and that's about how much that looks like. So I rub it in, and then try not to lose it. Also, like, I just have bad luck, right? It's always trying to end up down the drain and sit on my hair. Anywho, so I just take that and I rub it in to, you know, each strand as best as I can, and I feel like the more that I rub that in, the more defined my hair becomes. But again, I still don't really do any raking or coiling or any of that, because I really don't need it with this method, and to be honest, I don't want to take the time to do it. I just don't. So once I feel like I have it kind of thoroughly, my hair thoroughly coated with all the products, what you'll see me do is I'll just kind of wet my hand and then rub over the hair that I've just styled. There we go. And kind of what that does is that helps keep down any frizz from all of the manipulation. And then I just take a handy little clippy there and get that out of the way. And I'm going to do the exact same process to the other 3 sections. And there we go. Boom, done. All right. So here is the wet finished look. So I've just completed putting all of the product in my hair, and I just kind of fluff it a smidge after I pull all the clips and stuff out, because, you know, I feel like it'll try to put a little bend in there. Might be in my mind, I don't know. So that's that. We're gonna get a better look in the light in a second when I go back to my well lit spot in the bathroom in front of the mirror and my glasses so I can see now, because y'all, I'm just saying, I'm blind. Okay, so anywho, that's the wet results after I've applied all the product and done all my techniques and such. And now I'm going to blow dry with a diffuser attachment. Oh no, first I'm gonna blot it dry some. I didn't show the whole thing because I didn't think y'all cared to watch 15 minutes of me blotting it dry, but that towel that's around my shoulders, I just kind of squeeze some of the water out of my hair so it's not just sopping wet. And then I put the towel around my shoulders because the dryer gets, kind of hot. I do I don't know, it's medium hair, it's not like full hair air, so I guess it's medium on the air flow and high on the heat. And so I do that because I don't want to just blow my hair everywhere and create more frizz, because that defeats the purpose. And my hair just loves frizz. It thinks it's frizz best friend, whatever. So anywho, I just kind of go through and just kind of go over all of the hair, different sections, different parts, and just apply the heat. And I feel like overall it gives me better results than when I just let it air dry. I get less shrinkage, and I feel like I get less, like, little to no gel cast as well, because I feel like the gel cast was a lot stronger and harder when I didn't used to diffuse my hair. So I just go through, make sure I try to get it as dry as possible. But the dryer gets so hot that I feel like sometimes it's just impossible to get it just all the way dry, because my scalp starts sweating rude. So then what I just like to do after I feel like I've gotten it mostly dry, like it's especially at the bottom, it's all the way dry at the bottom. It's at the scalp where it still might have a little moisture, and that really long part in the back, because it's hard to get that into the diffuser. But overall it's dry. And I like to just kind of fluff through with my hands, and I like to take that part up by the roots and just kind of pull it up some so it looks a little fuller. It just doesn't lay there, limp, because nobody wants that. Okay, maybe some people do, but I'm not one of them. All right, so I just kind of go through it, pull any sections apart that I feel like are sticking together, give it a fluff. It's kind of a struggle, because that's actually my right side, even though it looks like it's my left side. That hair is more fine and less dense on that side, so sometimes I feel like my hair tries to look lopsided. So I just try to go through and fluff and like kind of pull up. You can take a pick if you want to, and just sometimes I do that when I stretch my hair. I just go behind it with a pick and just kind of pull up the roots some, so that I have a fuller look. But I haven't stretched it in a while, mostly just because I've been too lazy, just to be real. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the amount of definition I received. I used to always feel like this gel didn't work as well for me, but it actually does pretty well, especially when I do, all the right techniques and stuff. So that's all I got. If you like what you saw, please like and subscribe, and I will see you later.